The future of sentencing, tailored approaches for individual needs. In an era where individualization is a prominent theme in almost all aspects of life, from tailored fitness plans to personalized learning curriculums, criminal sentencing, traditionally uniform in its approach, is also beginning to shift. A one-size-fits-all approach to sentencing has dominated the justice system for years, often ignoring the unique circumstances, needs, and potential for rehabilitation in individuals. But a wave of change is now rippling across the justice landscape, moving towards a more nuanced, personalized paradigm known as tailored sentencing approaches. These approaches aim to meet individual needs and circumstances, an initiative that not only seems more just, but also holds promise for improved outcomes in terms of recidivism, rehabilitation, and community reintegration. This video will delve into the realm of these tailored sentencing approaches, their principles, implementation, and impact. Understanding tailored sentencing approaches. Tailored sentencing approaches, also known as individualized sentencing, hinges on the notion that justice is best served when the punishment is intricately tailored to the individual offender and the unique circumstances surrounding their crime. This approach moves away from the traditionally rigid sentencing guidelines and mandatory minimum sentences, advocating instead for flexibility and adaptation. It encompasses considerations such as the offender's background, their potential for rehabilitation, the specific details of the crime committed, and the possible impacts of the sentence on the offender's future. These approaches aim to uphold the principles of justice, fairness, and rehabilitation. They encourage judges to take a more holistic view of the individual standing before them, extending beyond the crime to also consider their potential for change. Case studies, such as the drug courts in various states across the U.S., and the Youth Justice Conferencing Initiative in Queensland, Australia, showcase the application and benefits of tailored sentencing. These programs offer alternatives to traditional punitive sentencing, focusing instead on rehabilitation, community service, and restorative justice that address the offender's individual circumstances and needs. Contrasting tailored sentencing to traditional sentencing uncovers stark differences. Traditional sentencing often leans towards retribution, employing a punitive approach where sentences are based on the crime committed, with little to no regard for individual circumstances. Conversely, tailored sentencing is more focused on rehabilitation and prevention of future crime, taking a more comprehensive view of the offender's individual situation. Implementing tailored sentencing approaches. The implementation of tailored sentencing approaches begins with identifying cases that could benefit from such an approach. This identification process can be informed by pre-sentencing reports and evaluations that detail the offender's background, circumstances, and potential for rehabilitation. Once a case is deemed suitable, the development of a tailored sentencing program can commence. This process may involve creating a sentence that combines elements of punishment, rehabilitation, such as counseling or substance abuse treatment, and community service. In certain cases, restorative justice practices may also be implemented, wherein the offender, the victim, and other community members collaborate to find a resolution. Collaboration among various stakeholders is crucial to the successful implementation of tailored sentencing approaches. Judges, attorneys, probation officers, social workers, and sometimes even family members and community representatives work together to devise and monitor the progress of the individualized sentence. This collaboration ensures a comprehensive understanding of the offender's needs, supporting them through their sentence and beyond. Evaluating the effectiveness of tailored sentencing approaches can be a complex process due to the individualized nature of these sentences. It often involves tracking the offender's progress throughout their sentence, their compliance with the set conditions, any changes in their behavior, and their reintegration into society post-sentence. Comparing rates of recidivism between those who undergo tailored sentencing and those who undergo traditional sentencing can also provide insight into the effectiveness of these approaches. 5 jurisdictions implementing innovative tailored sentencing approaches. 1. United States, drug courts. Drug courts in the U.S. provide a pioneering example of tailored sentencing. These specialized court programs target nonviolent drug offenders, offering a combination of supervised treatment and strict judicial oversight instead of traditional punitive sentencing. These programs have led to reduced drug use and lower recidivism rates, with benefits extending beyond the individual to their families and communities. 2. Australia, Youth Justice Conferencing. In Queensland, Australia, the Youth Justice Conferencing program is a key initiative that utilizes tailored sentencing for young offenders. The conference, involving the offender, their family, the victim, and a police representative, collaboratively decides on a suitable and fair outcome, considering the offender's circumstances and promoting rehabilitation and restoration. 3. Canada, Indigenous Sentencing Courts. these courts consider the unique circumstances of indigenous offenders, promoting a restorative justice approach over punitive sentencing. Recognizing the historical and social context of the offenders, these courts integrate community involvement and cultural practices in the sentencing process. 4. Norway, Progressive Prison Program. Norway's justice system, famous for its focus on rehabilitation, views offenders as individuals who need help rather than mere punishment. The Halden prison exemplifies this approach, providing comfortable living conditions and opportunities for work, education, and skill building to prepare inmates for a successful reintegration into society post-release. 5. New Zealand, Family Group Conferences. Similar to Australia's approach, New Zealand's family group conferences involve the offender's family and the victim in the sentencing process. This method fosters a more personalized, restorative outcome, helping to repair harm and prevent future offenses. These jurisdictions illustrate the transformative potential of tailored sentencing approaches. Their innovative practices emphasize rehabilitation, restoration, and individual circumstances over punishment, showcasing the promise that tailored sentencing holds for a more equitable justice system. Charting the future of sentencing. In the changing landscape of criminal justice, tailored sentencing approaches have emerged as a beacon of innovation and promise. The recognition that individuals differ in their needs, circumstances, and capacity for change is steering away from a punitive, one-size-fits-all approach towards more humane, constructive solutions. However, the road to widespread implementation is not without challenges. Overcoming the traditional mindset that leans heavily on punitive justice, the lack of resources in many jurisdictions, and the need for thorough, individualized evaluation procedures pose significant hurdles. Despite these challenges, the opportunities and potential benefits that tailored sentencing offers cannot be overstressed. With the potential to improve rehabilitation outcomes, reduce recidivism, and enhance fairness in the justice system, the adoption and expansion of tailored sentencing approaches could significantly reshape the future of sentencing. Impact of tailored sentencing approaches. On a personal level, tailored sentencing approaches have a profound impact on the individuals involved. They consider the offender's unique circumstances, provide a more just and empathetic approach, and better address rehabilitation needs. By doing so, these approaches can aid in the offender's reintegration into society and help them live a more productive and law-abiding life post-sentence. From a societal perspective, tailored sentencing approaches can contribute to improved outcomes in several ways. By focusing on rehabilitation and reintegration, they can help reduce recidivism rates, leading to safer communities. These approaches can also lead to cost savings by reducing prison populations and investing instead in community-based rehabilitation programs. Furthermore, they promote a more fair and equitable justice system, building trust and fostering stronger community relations. FAQs. Welcome to our frequently asked questions section. Explore the topics below to find what you're looking for. What are tailored sentencing approaches? Tailored sentencing approaches are methods in criminal justice that consider the unique circumstances, needs, and potential for rehabilitation of each offender. They move away from the traditional one-size-fits-all punitive approach, focusing instead on individualized sentences that aim to promote rehabilitation and prevent recidivism. Why are tailored sentencing approaches necessary? Traditional sentencing methods often fail to consider the diverse needs and circumstances of offenders, leading to ineffective rehabilitation and high recidivism rates. Tailored sentencing approaches address these shortcomings by providing a more individualized, just, and humane approach to sentencing that aims to foster reintegration and reduce reoffending. How do tailored sentencing approaches work? Tailored sentencing involves assessing each offender's specific needs, potential for rehabilitation, and circumstances, such as their social, economic, and psychological background. Based on this assessment, an appropriate sentence, such as drug treatment, community service, or counseling, is devised. The process often involves collaboration between various stakeholders, including judges, attorneys, social workers, and sometimes the victims and the community. What are the benefits of tailored sentencing approaches? The benefits of tailored sentencing include improved rehabilitation outcomes, reduced recidivism, enhanced fairness in the justice system, cost savings from lower incarceration rates, and stronger community relations. By providing sentences that better fit the offender's needs and potential, these approaches can help offenders reintegrate into society and live productive, law-abiding lives. What are the challenges associated with tailored sentencing approaches? Challenges include overcoming traditional mindsets focused on punitive justice, ensuring fairness in individual assessments, providing the necessary resources for diverse sentencing programs, and establishing effective procedures for evaluating the success of these approaches. Despite these challenges, many believe the potential benefits make the effort worthwhile. In conclusion, the future of sentencing lies in recognizing the individuality of offenders, their unique circumstances, needs, and potential. Tailored sentencing approaches, by focusing on these individual aspects, promise a more humane, effective, and fair justice system. Throughout this video, we have examined the concept of tailored sentencing, explored its implementation, and looked at various jurisdictions successfully applying these approaches. While challenges exist in broader adoption, the potential benefits, lower recidivism, better rehabilitation, cost savings, and a more equitable justice system, are compelling. As we gaze into the future of criminal justice, it is clear that a shift is underway. The one-size-fits-all approach is gradually giving way to more nuanced, tailored practices. With continued efforts, it is plausible to envision a justice system that truly serves its purpose of not just punishing, but rehabilitating and reintegrating individuals, thereby fostering safer, stronger communities. Thanks for watching.